Wanna talk people who waiting to jump. Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving up here, the premise of death. The welcome my life without again.
A lyrical
Master.
Play police who make on you. I can't Sktv menu. Say my journey, Tina can I say my jamo. And yes, I know money. Emu aye yo. And you love me. Emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grandbaza.
And I didn't ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I sadia ya to money, and I can't play ya to money, and I could buy ya to money, and I don't get it now ya to money. That's the thing, and I don't get it now. Cause you walk on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lopa and grandbaza.
There are things we can do. We bringing good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out part of the globe. Wanna talk people who waiting to serve. The flashing our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, the San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Everybody, everything's going bad. The situation getting worse. Everybody in the country getting mad. Dishonesty, poverty on the rise. The leaders they're making empty promises. Promises for no damn strategies. Yeah, it's a better days, money in the pockets. Oh, after holidays only for the bosses. Yeah, it's a better days, money in your pockets. Oh, after holidays only for the bosses. Oh yo, hey, what about the children? What about the people? What about your families? What are they gonna eat? Yeah, so Sati and we wait to you. Yeah, so wait till we help you. They don't really care about you. They don't care, my people, it's true. They don't want to see you break through. The whole country's getting confused. Corruption, no questions. The country going in the wrong direction. Leaders like barely many mentions. We don't know where the money come from. Attention, corruptions. Why nobody asks the question? They need to be in detention. 40 in our nation. Think about the children, think about the future. Whoa, think about the families, what they're gonna eat. Yeah, so, Sati and we wait to you. Can't the other children know? Yeah, so, get the other crying. Wait till we help you. Help you and help you. Yeah. happy and we happy. Oh. See them waiting, see them crying. What you gonna do? Oh, yeah. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do now? Cause you hear the children crying. What you gonna do now? What you gonna do? Oh, yeah, so.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful way to say the pleasant. To those of you who just joining us, yes, indeed, yes, 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 indeed. Sometimes we start out with like this. Sometimes we entertain you with some of the music, some of the songs that you're supposed to know, some of the things that you have to know. But again, folks, God, so many ways to say to have you all right. Yes, so Muna is here with us, but again, folks, what a way to say the plan said, good evening. Today is Thursday, having to be the 13th of February, the second month in the year 2025. I don't know, but this year 2025 is moving like with so many strength, or moving, someone will say, we see you, or is moving with so many things. My brother Edward can attest to that, exactly what I'm saying. So again, Muna, good evening.
Hey, how you doing?
Well, my dear, I'm okay. But for me, I'm always energetic in my, I don't know, but I'm
No.
okay. I'm grateful to God. And how the cool, how everything now? I hope that you are much better than yesterday.
Yeah, trying small me at least by next week, maybe Monday. I'll be on camera trying small, taking some lamb in. Yeah,
Yeah,
lamb.
let me tell you,
Yeah,
let me tell
vitamin
you
C and
the
some
secret.
malaria treatment. I love that.
I know. And let me just give you some of the secrets. You know, Mona, that's there where sometimes when I see people, you know, shifting the 177 existing the blames, shifting the blames on the media. Some of you journalists have been bought. Oh, some of you journalists are biased. Oh, some of you journalists, they just using words, saying things, they do this. Well, again, that's the beauty of life. Some of
Yeah,
us,
that's it.
we have the strength, and we don't care about someone because we know at the end of the day, this thing that we are saying, if things get better, Muna,
Yeah,
if you know, yeah, or maybe if you have a little issue with your line, then you have to get the line set. But again, quickly before I bring you back, like I was saying, you know, these are things that we go through as media practitioners, journalists, and so forth. But the people or our people, they don't care when you come here. Along, in fact, even if you're not active, Muna, the same people that will call you and say, "Yeah, Muna, you're doing well. Muna, thank you." After 1 week, 2 weeks, when they don't hear you, only people of heart, people that care about him,
yeah,
will say,
definitely.
"No, let me check on Muna. Let me check on Mabel. Let me check on this person to know exactly what happened to them." But most of our people, Muna, they will never know you when you're on the radio. But when you are no more, or in fact, when you're not even active, they don't care. So I just pass by to say, indeed, these are things we go through. Some of us will not come here to be complaining about this, about that. But Muna,
Yeah,
which is speed recovery, and I know that future from now on, you'll bounce back more than ever
definitely.
before. Yes.
Yeah.
But Muna, what's some of the social news before Steve come on? More will be joining us very soon. Brother Cassidy and other Mr. Connor also will be joining us very soon. Well, give us some of the social news. Is there any social news?
No, it's just that the people are preparing themselves for tomorrow, Valentine Day.
Okay,
That's what happening right now. So, but saying who about that, who are shopping, going on the market, purchasing their Valentine wear for tomorrow. So that's what happening right now in Swedish City, Grand Chile County. Yeah, everywhere.
But but Muna, I want you to be fair enough on this platform today. like you just talk about the Valentine. Sometimes we are fake. Let me just say this way: be it whether the person is maybe male or female, we don't show love to people like that. Sometimes we do these things just because of what we can get. But
That's
people are not preparing for Valentine. Are you sensing like maybe are they real or they doing this thing just because of maybe after tomorrow or after what they want to get tomorrow from that person, but then they finish getting it, then that just and because I think what I'm trying to say is that Muna, that for example, I should be able to show you love all of the time. Instead of only one day, even though I know the day will come and go. So the question to you, Muna, have we been fair enough
no.
when it comes to showing love?
Realistically, there's some fair, but some be just something like that one day, something that's got some really fair thing. Let's not find out not just gonna be your parents. You can go to your parents, your friends, family, and those show them love. You guys hang out together, share fun and thing. Or happy Valentine, go all your friends. Just like that. So it's some in a way is fake about the vast majority. There's something to show real love. Yeah, it's something about giving thing. Give it to your fiance or fiancé, your parents, friends, fans, all of that. Yeah, that's all. But sometimes some can be real something, but sometimes it's fake anyway.
But okay, so Muna, a follow-up question quickly. There are a lot of you following us who will be recognized, a few of you. By the time more come on and the other team join us. But again, Muna, is the Valentine Day is, is something like am I forced to only show that concern to either my wife, because man, you know, for me, I'm married, so I'm not talking about my wife. I'm talking about some of you who into boyfriend and girlfriend, you know. So, Muna, am I forced? Oh, is you know, Muna, you want to check out the what you know? Is here? Hold up, hold your peace. So, Muna, am I forced to only show love to my wife, or maybe I can recognize somebody for that day?
No, maybe although your wife is there, but your wife is there, you show love to your wife. Another friends a thing. You guys go out, share fun, me bab or paper, flower, what's to get that Valentine something, or they can write, pay for anything, I hang out, give somebody, not me sometimes your wife, because you guys show up wife every time. Yes, sometimes you got friends too. Yeah, even the family and thing, gotta go
Yeah.
out together. Not just wife or your husband.
Fiancé, that person. Because sometimes one of the reasons why I'm asking this question, because sometimes people feel that all about Valentine is just about maybe social interactions where maybe if you and that person you're into some kind of social interactions. So by the time you say, I'm sending my Valentine or maybe shout out or maybe I'm giving this person a Valentine gift or maybe giving someone Valentine gift, the person will be questioning you why you should give the person Valentine gift and I'm here by right so be giving me Valentine gift, but you give it to someone else. Because I think that's the way of expressing your love to tell that person that indeed your impact in my life, what you have done or what some listening, right? I hope that we're saying something here tonight. Muna, well, so Muna is facing some technical issue. The reason why I'm saying these things, because most often our sisters, our ladies, or our women, they have serious issue. Let me be frank. And their world will get better. Maybe it may not be our time, maybe it may not be our children's time. Until our women, most of our women, they can realize that indeed this world is not just about them. Trust me, things will get better. By the way, Monk is here, so that means you bring my brother. Monk, good evening, my dear, and I know it's either afternoon or morning time for your end.
Yeah, it's 12:14 here, Central Standard Time. I'm in the Central Standard region. We're in the middle of the country, so we got four time zones here. One country.
I know it. That's
A
just so
little
great.
better than Russia. Russia has nine time zones. Can you
Wow.
imagine how big they are? Go to Asia, hit part of Europe, some of the Far East. Russia was, Russia was an empire before, and it was way
Mhm.
bigger than that. Even though it still shrink, it
Mhm.
shrunk in size. There are a lot of countries that break away, but still they got 9 time zones. So if you put all the other countries that broke away, maybe they will be having like 10 or 12 time zones. Yeah,
That's a what? No, Monk, I'm a bit confused because sometimes
yeah,
living in a country, then the country have so many time zones and so forth. Then you have sometimes, like for example, if you move, you have to send your child maybe in maybe another state or somewhere
mhm,
for them to go to school. Why are you telling them good morning? They be telling you good afternoon.
yeah, yeah. Some part of the same country, somebody going to school 12. See, it's like somebody going to school at 1 o'clock and another person going to school at 10 o'clock in the same country on the same day. 10 hours different or 11 hours different. Yeah, that's how it is, but that way it is. It is where it is. You just got to adjust. You can
Wonderful.
question
So
some
my
things
brother,
again.
today, yes, indeed, today is Thursday, a date of Valentine, and I guess that you've been following us a little bit, even though you were setting up. So we got to little bit before the I don't know social express Steve come on. What's your take on this Valentine issue? Even though tomorrow will be chipping on that, tomorrow will be the main day. But Mona and myself were just talking about the way people express, and most of the time, our sisters, our mothers, our women, they think that everything is just about them. For me, now, I think, don't get me wrong, but all of the Valentines I've been observing, everything I've been seeing. Some of the think that the Valentine is just about you men buying things for them.
That's why it is. Technically, the that's one of the problems we find other parts of the world. We so adaptable to other dominant culture, especially the American, the European system, the Western style of living, and that's why it brought a lot of problem for people. These days, most of them are just symbolic. They are just for marketing purposes. Because if you think about it, for every major holiday, it's a day that they got to push some kind of a product or service, right? On Valentine's Day, they will sell diamonds, they will sell flowers, bouquet, they will sell chocolate, right? So for me, maybe if you show your wife love every day and you do what you're supposed to do as a man, do you need someone to tell you the particular day that you're supposed to commemorate that your activity or
No,
your obligation to your wife or to your spouse? I
no.
don't think so. Yeah, that's just why it is. So they think about self-imposed. They get a Thanksgiving here. Thanksgiving, people just sit here and eat here because my understanding of Thanksgiving was a day of prayer. No, yeah, it's not about prayer. Yeah, it's about the time where you take to meet your family, your city, you have a big dinner, you discuss family issue. That's Thanksgiving. So every time there is a major holiday, just know that in America, some top corporation will make billions of dollars because there are 50 states and most of the businesses here, they are spread all over the country like a chain, You get one store. Let's take, for example, fast food, like a Burger King. If you were to eat a Burger King in China, it would taste like the same Burger King in America and every part of the world once they fall under that Burger King banner because for them, they believe in the franchising business. So they will prepare the burger the same way. It doesn't matter which state you find yourself or which country you find yourself in. Once you enter
Mhm.
a Burger King, everything tastes the same. So the same with these major holidays, they will make money because they promote certain product or service that they attach to that particular day. The airlines will make more money during the Christmas and the Thanksgiving season because people travel a lot. There are more than tens of millions of Americans that travel by road, but most people travel by air. So every major holiday is just another commercial purpose or another commercial day set aside for big businesses to make billions of dollars in profit and sell certain product or service. And they created those days. So for me, I don't limit my time because I believe everything is symbolic. So I don't put too much stock because Valentine for men, again, another day that I was choosing for men to stress more and to die soon. That's how I see it. Because that's all. At the end
Yeah,
of the day, that what
yeah, because more quickly before my brother Steve, the social no express, come on, Mark. Sometimes we notice. My point here today on the issue is that we notice that if not 80, 90%, or maybe 95% of our women, we all want to shift all of the responsibility on us, want to make it look like women or women, by right, we're supposed to buy Valentine gift for them. We're supposed to surprise them. So, Mom, the stress is just too much. That's
What
the
I
point.
just said, it was just another day set aside to put more stress on men so men can die earlier. Because at the end of the day, the expectation is always on the man's shoulder. If Valentine's Day was a day of sharing love, tell me what are some of the things you think you're entitled to as compared to a female? And I'm not here to back the female either, but I guess the reality, all the expectation in this world is placed on the men's shoulder. Mabel, if you went to school with 20 girls in your class, right? And all of you guys graduate together. When you step out of that classroom, people expect you, the men, to be successful. How often do you hear them calling you a woman or failure in life? Have you ever heard it before?
No.
Okay. All of y'all went to the same school, were given the same orientation from the same community or culture, everything divided, evenly distributed, right? But when it comes to expectation, it's only a man that can call a failure in life. Nobody call a woman a failure. So, like I said, before Steve come on, I will just tell you again, Valentine's Day was just another day that was set aside to put more pressure on us so we can die early. That's it. I'm done.
Thank you, my brother. So, Steve, before you come, this is one of the comments, and I think this comment comes from Lily, and I think Steve, but my brother, good evening and welcome. So the woman said, when you broke, that means now that for all that are broke, would you give way for people like Steve and more who are must be welcome, my brother.
Thank you, Milborn. Well, folks, good morning from my end. Good afternoon to all of you. Good day all around the world. Yeah, so Milborn, yeah, I listened to your what did you say?
Yeah, so we for the social aspect, we were talking about the Valentine Day on tomorrow. There are a lot of people, like Mona said, if Mona started, that people are buying, they are buying their Valentine gifts and so forth for their lovers. So I thought I wanted to ask a few questions, including my brother Monk, and we also answer. So the same thing, back to you, I guess you've been following. Yes, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and most of the pressure, like Monk said, placed on with the men at the end of the day, because I expecting the woman to look at some of these days and say, okay, I think that this day the men were brave who come to me to tell me that you love me and you want me. But how can I attend to me giving back to them? So for me, that's my little concern.
Well, I know many people about to get there with me. As always, but this is crazy. Let me say, first of all, let me say this. Let Muna come on, let me say it. Tomorrow we'll talk more about the Valentine, whatever it is. I don't subscribe to Valentine. It's a stupid date. Let me say it that way. Say what you want to say. It's a stupid date. It's a waste of time. You know, our people don't even know the history of things. They just want to get into it. I don't subscribe to it. I don't believe in it. I don't waste my time with it. I ain't got no time for it. If a woman feels that Valentine's Day is somewhere where somebody said, give her something and they didn't give it to her, let her go to the court and go sue the person. Let her go to the court. And like Monk said, you know, Melbourne, I want to say something to you and the rest of the people who are listening. Sometimes women can think that we're against them or whatever it is. So you're trying to say if a man shows you love on Valentine's Day, the rest of the year, he shouldn't show you love again until Valentine's Day comes again, right? And that's what you want? I mean, we can establish that. If that's what you want. Even our birthdays, you want for it to be about you. If it left for you alone, our entire life. Look, maybe you know what I've come to the conclusion. You know my conclusion. There's nothing you can do. Woman. There's nothing you can do to satisfy a woman. Don't waste your time. You will die early. And when you die, they will leave you and they will go to be with another man. Don't waste your time, my brother. Don't waste your time. First of all, let me ask you this. Let me say this. In most cases, what women can tell you they want? And they can tell you say they want care, attention.
Yes.
They want support. And they want for you to be honest.
Yes.
Okay, let's take the letters from each of the words. Let's take the first letter from each of the words. What is spelling we get? Care, attention, support, and honesty. C-A what?
C-R-E, care.
No, my man. Let's go back. Let's take it easy.
Attention.
Support.
Oh, okay. Support.
Care.
Yes.
Care.
Attention.
Attention.
Support.
C-A.
Is that scarce or scare or what?
Honesty, right?
They're balling into something. I know where he's learning at.
Politics. And women say, most of the women, I won't say all of them, and they say they want care, attention, support, and honesty. When you put all the first letter of those words together, what does it stand for? Just pick the first letter from
money.
What does it stand for?
Money. Yeah.
Those people are on begging. Let me tell you something. It's all about. Don't waste your time, bro. Let me tell you something. Don't waste your time. I'm telling you the truth. Don't waste your time.
No matter what I'm missing for, man. You're right.
Let me tell you something. You know basically what they want? They want cash. Oh, that what the 3 words stand for. Don't waste your time. Let me remember. If any man dies because of a woman, you are a fool. I'm not going to your funeral. You are a fool. You are a wasted man on earth. Don't waste your time. There is nothing you can do to please. Look, a woman will wake up in the morning and just be vexed.
I see it.
For no reason. Look, no disrespect to them, but the kind of harmonious changes that these people go through, my brother, if you decide to follow them in that foolish word, you will die before your time with heartaches, high blood pressure, and all of that. It's a waste of time, my brother. Imagine you are loving or you are married to one woman who was nice 2 days ago. So as she gets to the point where she about to experience her cycle or whatever it is, she turned to a total different woman. When she finished with the cycle again, she turned to a total different person. Wait, my brother, I don't want you to get us a time to adjust. Don't get us
Thank you, Aspen. Thank you.
Move on. Don't waste your time. And the whole Valentine, don't stress yourself. You know, nobody no gift. And now your man, the woman you are with, your man, you know, no gift, you know, nothing. She won't get there. You go to the man about teddy bear, all kind of stupid thing. Let them go there to it. You know, Valentine's Day is a demonic holiday, anyways. I see Christian and bands and celebrating. But the other hypocrite, when they talk about them, when they call it Christian, they want to not know anything. They want to not know anything. They want a pastor and read Bible for them. They don't want running behind Valentine's Day. You know, Valentine's Day is a demonic celebration. Do you know the historicity of Valentine? I don't celebrate that foolishness. It's a waste of time. Don't let no woman entice you and fool you and put you under pressure to go do things that you're not supposed to do, to buy chocolate, candy, and teddy bear, whatever. If a man go buy said chocolate, let go buy said teddy bear and candy, let go do it. What is wrong? If she can buy them, let her shut up. If she want candy, teddy bear, or whatever, let her go to a party, let her buy it for her.
I mean, for the whole conversation because the mommy and they follow you, the mommy
lead that story, man. You know how many mommy and follow you saying the truth? Lead that story, my brother. Don't waste your time. You think that what if they were all part and die early before the age that when we come again, you really think so we'll sit down, we allow that to happen? Lead that story, brother. We're not going to allow happen in the generation. That foolishness must stop. It must stop. If you want gift, let me say this today. If you truly want gift and you want all those different on Valentine's Day, you don't work hard for it or go call your pa. Call your pa ain't buy it for you now. That you a daughter. You gonna give somebody some hard time. You're really serious about you. Nobody buying you any chocolate. We're not buying you any gift. We're not doing nothing like that. You've got a time where you say you want to do your hair or do your nails. Go sit down in the house and start wasting time. Start wasting time. Start making noise in the time. Remember that? We're not here for.
My brother moved. Thank you so much. So we moved today. Is Thursday.
We're not moving on the social. We're not moving on the social aspect. You there because I discovered my new hero, my man. I get my new hero. You know
who that? Two-Face.
My man, what Two-Face? Two-Face, not my hero, man. My man.
Get married.
No, my as I'm not not my hero. My hero is a local-based Liberian.
Okay.
Mr. My man, why you kidding? Why you fighting my hero for? Christian weird guy. Christian weird. is my hero. Before show over, will put my hero on. Look, my man. Labyrinth for that hero in politics. Hey, your hero that game was speaking in Kajoya. Your hero that was speaking not too long ago. Nobody gets your. I pick my own hero. Saying you decide to follow politicians, other people that will use your disrespect your, lie to your, and play on the camera and say funny thing. You follow them. Me, I choose my own hero, my role model, my hero, Mr. Christian Ray Wiega, a born Liberian who is
man. In fact, even the pastor, even pray with the man.
I stand with the man. The man is for our name. I stand with Christian. Christian is doing the right thing. 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 I stand with Christian. And you know, in passing, this morning I went for some kind of meeting.
Okay.
But while I was driving, I was listening to what a guy named. What the other guy named. I wanted him to be my hero, but he said, "That's your man, so I'm worried about him." What a guy named. They want to be that kind of Collie. I want Collie to be my hero.
But if you're looking for a hero, then
I'm not to be my hero, but a man, I see what man. Collie is not a see what man. So he's not my hero. Christian is my hero right now to speak. Maybe I'll change hero later on, but also serious note. You know, I listened to Collie saying that, you know, he's not in love with Satan anymore. Let me say the same with social issue. I thank God for Collie. I support his decision 150 times. I love the decision Collie made. You know what I pray for? You know what I really pray for now? All the women who are standing by Satan for her misbehaving, can they find her man now for her to marry?
Well.
Can they please come in solidarity to in fact, the house that they were renting apparently or allegedly, the house that they got, calling them by to sell the house. Can they bring Satan in the house now? Let's not live with them. The reason I'm saying this is this. Most of these women on the internet are misbehaving. They are not in your favor. They will encourage you to leave your relationship. They will encourage you to misbehave in your relationship. They will encourage you to be rude. They will encourage you to be challenging. When push come to shove, they will leave you hanging. Let me say again. They will leave you hanging. In fact, some of the same women will go and follow the men that you are with, the same men that they criticize.
The thing they can't take.
The thing what they say, oh, you stand there and the men cheating, that the same women that will pass behind you and can't be talking to that same men, they are hypocrites. I've said it over and over. The only group of women that I've seen in my lifetime that honor my women interest are Liberian women. I say it. Y'all get there. Liberian women, most of them honor my women interests. They honor my themselves. They honor my each other. And I only Liberian women that we can see most of the time on Facebook causing each other. And I only that Liberian community me are in. And I in other community. I don't care about Japanese community, Nigerian community, Ghanaian. I'm not here to make comparison. I'm from Liberia. I'm a born Liberian. The Liberian women can honor my each other. Non-Satan allegedly will be homeless soon. Guess what? Y'all who been encouraging her to misbehave and y'all standing by her when she slap Collie and misbehave on Collie. Y'all tell her in your homes, please. Y'all do that. Bunch of hypocrite and bunch of miserable people. You're not ready for life yet. You ain't ready yet. Why you tell your friend woman in now? You tell her in your house. You care how where your man is too now. Say you are encouraging her to leave her own man by misbehaving. You are pumping her to be on Facebook, acting out and acting rude and disrespectful and being defiant and challenging. The same thing goes to the, I know the other one I can be on Facebook making no CC or whoever he is. The same thing goes to her. Enrichment level now. You who are why you can't go bring her in your homes now? And you're really in winning solidarity. You're encouraging her to be misbehaving in public. And you're encouraging her to be putting video up because you're according to you're creating content in the name of creating so-called content. You're dishonoring yourselves. You're disrespecting yourselves. You're undermining yourselves. You ain't ready in your you ain't ready yet. You ain't ready yet. Somebody said I'm gonna check my hero background. I'm not checking my hero background. I stand with Christian Ray Wiega from Grand Basso. I stand with him. The man looking for women.
To cry for woman business. Everybody's still confused. Even myself, I'm confused. First time ever in my life to hear about. Then you say you stand with him.
I stand with the man. Christian Ray Wiega. I stand with him. The man looking for woman. I let men who can look for woman. And I let men who can look for a friend man. I let men who can look for woman because I also do.
I agree with you, my brother, 100%. But Basso man to cry for woman.
Yeah, I stand with the man.
I mean, and that's my record.
I stand with a man.
I wanted to chime in when you came on because I thought it was Asamoah Gyan. Because the reason I mentioned his name when you talk about your latest hero, because the wife put in for a divorce settlement. And when you see the kind of a request that the lady made, that's why I keep telling you, whenever you are doing okay, brother, when you get married, be very, very careful with who you are marrying to. We are living a whole different generation. We are not living 20 years ago where our sisters and then that are older today were beyond men for love and trying to help build the men up so they can all become successful. These days, marriage is commercial. Asamoah Gyan Webb, don't forget, Asamoah Gyan is one of the luckiest footballers. He played for a very short period of time in Europe and China, but he became one of the wealthiest soccer players because at the end of his career, some of the contracts he was signing were unheard of. Especially when he went to Dubai and in China, he made a lot of money because he came from Sunderland in the Premier League. When Ghana came from that 2010 World Cup, everything about Asamoah Gyan skyrocketed. Steve, the lady went and filed a divorce settlement claiming that she wanted a 50% stake in all his businesses. And this guy is very diverse. His portfolio is deep. He got a local airline in Ghana they call Baby Jet Airlines. He got a event management how they call it, a business. He had warehouses. He invested into water and a whole lot of stuff. And the request that she made, even up to his cars, his Rolls Royce Phantom, his Porsche Cayenne, she wanted full ownership of those ones, including an apartment complex. He got properties in Ghana, in Adenta, that she wanted full ownership. She wanted full ownership of some personal belonging in some of the businesses, and then she wanted partial ownership. But guess what? They said they were going to set the whole because Asamoah Gyan, the way he set up his estates and his portfolio, when you file in for divorce, it's almost like you are getting a modified version of Hakimi. So Asamoah Gyan said he only owned, I think, £600 in his account because the way he diversified his business and the way he registered them, they're not even in his own name. It looked like someone, he saw this coming before, and he was just one of the luckiest few to get out of this stuff. And I thought that's what you were referring to because when I saw the lady request later, I was like, wow, these days, man, the whole thing they call love, man, it's just a facade, man. Because at the end of the day, these poachers, man, they want to come and rip you off because that's just how the system is set up. Unfortunately, people are beating the system now every single day of the week. And the most recent one is Baby Jet Asamoah Gyan. So he's my hero for today.
Well, Mom, just before we move on, transition to the politics of the day, let me say this to everybody. I think our generation will do better and will set the stage for our children and the future generations of men that will come around, that will not be exploited, will not be used, will not be undermined, and our men who will not be sold for nothing because we are very, very vital. As we go further into the conversation, some of you will get vexed because some of you that are passing around encouraging homosexual people and supporting men and whatever you're undermining manhood, especially you're the women. You're undermining manhood. You're supposed to, the grown men you're passing around with supporting and calling girl and making them know that they're something that women and encouraging them to be women. You're supposed to be standing up and telling them that you want for them to be with you so that you can make children, so that you can find men and stop being stressed around here. That the next conversation will start delving in now as we go forward. Because your mission is to honor my manhood. Your mission, your thing is stupid. We're not stupid. We're not going to sit around for you to honor my manhood. Most of you women, you're not interested in having a man in your life. What you're interested in is undermining men, denigrating men, and bringing men down. That's what you are on. That is your mission. But we're at work now. We're not going to tolerate that. We'll speak against it at all levels. Will speak against that all levels. So y'all can be passing around, y'all who Christian people then, who can the Christian who celebrate gay people, the Christian who celebrate another man and say, oh, God loves everybody, you are hypocrite. Especially when you are hypocrite. You are a hypocrite. I'm saying it to you. Get vexed all you want to get vexed. You're a hypocrite. You're not serious. You are not ready. When a man is a man, tell him to behave like a man, tell him to dress like a man, and tell him to act like a man. That man can be your boyfriend, can be your husband, man. He can be your baby father. You know that. You know that what was all be doing. You know man's will be a woman. You don't understand that part? That's why I support my boy Christian weird guy because he's looking for a woman. I support men who can look for a woman. Me, I support it. If Melbourne decide to look for a woman to that, I support Melbourne. I don't care. So Melbourne say might be drinking juice, but if you decide that hey, In my ball,
But let me tell you,
but Steve, a man married, and Digo married, and Digo
let me tell you, the book of Exodus gave me the opportunity or the chance, or the gave me the right. If I want to, I'm
Thank you
deeper.
very much, I stand with you.
Nobody can read Bible for me. Exodus chapter 21, verse 10. Talk about me. Maybe if you want to take another wife, you can do. So if I like, I don't take. Don't put no argument.
Steve, I better be loony and be happy than to be with somebody unhappy. So I remain on my lane.
Maybe that's when you get three, now you go do money, you get three.
Steve, quickly before transition, let me be frank. I think most of our sisters, they're not doing well to the men out there, because the men go with good intention, you know, the intention of supporting them, loving them, and taking care of them. But now they have the kind of more purported mind that they want to steal. Because let me be frank, sorry, most of you maybe you feel bad, but most of you women, all you go into men's life for is what you can benefit immediately or what you can benefit. That's just it. And you people spoiling the market for other good women out there, let me be frank. Because if they kind of trend continues, Steve, more men will be afraid. We don't want to go waste our time here, marry, even you marry, you not marry, you will still have children, you will still do what you want to do, you will still live a life. Am I correct?
Steve, let me tell you something, right? You the last time you were gone, Mayborn and myself were on the show, right? And Mayborn asked me the question. He said, because you're a hero, I watched the video when he first went viral. I told Mayborn, I said, I bet you from the time that guy went viral to now, so they got people in his inbox. So someone called me today, we're just having a random conversation. He said, how you can tell? I said, listen to the song he's singing now. When he first went viral, his song was mostly like an SOS call that he needed help. He wanted for someone to come and rescue him. You know the song he's singing now? Some people in the community, they not like my business, but I will bore in front of them. I said, why do you think he's singing like that? Because he know people already online that inbox. We got some kind of a hope.
Now I stand with a man. Lead that story. I want to stand with my boy, Christian Ray Uyega. The man looking for a woman. I stand with him. I'm not worried about that one. I stand with Christian Ray Uyega. Go get on a hero. Ain't gonna get a hero then. I feel we don't get
a woman business.
I get my own hero.
That people go over a woman, but the other buzzer.
Our politics. I get my own hero.
Better go get grab a woman from where?
Well, folks, indeed, 18 minutes climbing up to 7. That's the time check. And again, we want to say the pleasant welcome to those of you who just joining us. This is the Sktv show, Thursday edition, and we have the team of panelists already well seated, and we've been discussing some social issues. But again, Steve, you sent me a lot of videos, short video. I wanted you to be on before we play some of the video that you sent me. But so many things happening in Liberia. We already go through our time, and I guess you have been following through, so no time to waste. I think I just move straight into our discussion, our videos, and so forth.
Yeah, but quickly before you play those short video, because they're less than 1 minute or whatever it is. In terms of other news, a lot of things going on around the world, especially in America. A lot of changes, a lot of things are happening, a lot of protest. You know, I see people on Facebook shamelessly celebrating President Joseph Yuma Boaka suspend that person. It's on Sktv that we told you. It was on the same station that we told you. And this is no disrespect to us Liberians, but we have short attention span. And because we have short attention span as Liberians, most of the time we are easily distracted. And some of these politicians with wrong intentions, they're aware, they know. So they will throw anything at you to distract you, to take you from the issue. Joseph Yuma Boaka, like he can suspend the whole government, including himself. It's a distraction. Don't waste your time. Let me say again, it's a distraction. Costa coming to talk to you, it's a distraction. Don't get carried away. These guys are on some dangerous move that they do not want you to pay attention to. There's some serious thing happening that they don't want you to pay attention to. Please don't get carried away. Please do not get carried away. We've told you over and over that the president is not serious to do what is serious. The president is not serious to do what is right. We've told you that. It has not changed. Look, it's easier for them to distract you when they are caught up in their lies. It's easier for them to distract you when there are serious issues that need to be discussed and they don't want you to discuss it. CDC were not good at that. Unity Party is good at that. And because they are good at that, we will catch them in the traps. We will make sure we have the conversations. We on SKT will stick with the issue. We're not going by no win. If you think that we're coming forget, but they will let you forget it, let's move on. And and the president, what do you think about the president suspending? I am not here to say, oh, to thank God Joseph Boakai suspend. No. I'm not into that. And me, if anybody else wants to say, oh, let's thank the president for suspending the people, please go ahead and do that. That's on you. I got no thank you to give to Joseph Boakai for quote unquote suspending anybody. Joseph Boakai never suspended anybody. It's a distraction and a waste of time. The Labron people need to get serious. Joseph Boakai must be held accountable. Joseph Boakai feet must be held to the fire. And this government must do what is right. And that the conversation will be having on SKTV. We're not on your phony thing. 1 minute Joseph Boakai suspend. What kind of serious man government will suspend 450 people? You get government when you do that? You get government running when you do that? They ain't thinking
that's
right.
a constitutional crisis, right?
A constitutional crisis. There is nowhere in the world a government suspends 450 people. And you tell me say you get government. And I'm supposed to say that. Me who know why.
They say for sure. You say how people say going
at my age, I understand why I understand. You tell me say government president suspend 450 people in your government. And you tell me the government still functional? Okay. Maybe we need to hear from Monk about what's going on in the country, because that deep conversation will come here. We'll not be distracted. We'll not be distracted. But to tell you, just to print a picture to you that the whole quote unquote suspension does not make any sense, it's not real, is to distract you from the issue. And here is the issue. The issue is Dr. Boakai needs to apologize to the Liberians in the diaspora, his entire government, for his statement that he made to the diaspora. Like, you need to retract that statement and apologize. Just like Boakai needs to do that. And the first issue. The second issue Joseph Boakai needs to understand is the whole issue of the House impasse that has created a serious disgrace to Liberia. And we come and play our videos. The Supreme Court has said it clearly. The thing what we said on the show here, we not change. You're saying that politics. No, that are not politics. We told you, we read that document here, that those guys, Joseph Boakai enabling that in the country is a disgrace. The third thing we want to point out is even yesterday, that so-called going green. Let me tell you something. We can call on the show and say we disrespect Joseph Boakai, President Joseph Boakai. That you're disrespectful. We have never disrespected the president. We have appreciated the president. But we have been truthful enough to call on the president when he does what is wrong. We have done that and we'll continue to stand for that. That you disgraced our president yesterday by putting in some kind of old pickup and making it look like a cardboard. You disgraced Joseph Boakai yesterday. The second president of Liberia, you're putting in an old pickup back, made Joseph Boakai look like a cardboard yesterday. Talking about your own, what did you need? What did Armed Forces Day? You insulted our you brought the presidency down when you did that. You made our president look like a car loader. That you're disrespecting the presidency and you're bringing the presidency down in that country. Saying you don't know that you're the sycophants, the person worshippers. You're the government job seekers that can live with all government job. You're the corrupt people. You're disgrace and older men who can burn you. You brought disgrace to Joseph Boakai yesterday. That you. Shame on you. Shame on you when you put Joseph Boakai in that pickle so there were no other good car in the country. There's no good car. Even if they wanted to put him in a car to drive around, there's no good car in the country. Put our president in the back of a pickup, main look like a car door. But let me tell you what you did. That was even disrespectful because we get into that part. The deeper part of it that you don't understand. You invited a Sierra Leone. You invited a Sierra Leone president who led a coup before. You know, you see, that's what I said we get short attention span to the point that we don't even know history. Marabio led a coup before and overthrew a certain government. Do you know that? You see, that's the problem we got. Joseph Boakai invited a man who led Marabio. Go check the history. He was in military. He overthrew a certain government before in Sierra Leone. Yeah, you know that. Joseph Boakai, you understand what's going on. You brought him to Liberia to speak to the armed forces. But not only that, it was disrespectful because it was our president that's supposed to speak to the armed forces to tell you that you don't even know your own history. That's why we say on the show, we try to educate and inform you, because the fact that Liberia was created by some kind of non-profit organization, so we got a slave begging mentality. Oh yes, we do. We do. Those are facts. No disrespect to our country, but that's true. You brought a man also. Do you know how the whole February 11 business armed forces day came about? You know the history? You brought the same people, the same man from the same country that led to the history of the February 11 armed forces day celebration. You brought him to come speak to our armed forces. Oh, wow. Damn, we are behind. Oh, we are behind. And it is sad and sickening that we got educated, grown, intelligent people in Liberia around the president that can't even say that and say this thing, it doesn't look. How does that add up? Who goes and bring the people? Do you know that? Yeah. One of the last times Sierra Leone called, or any other country around there, call our president to go speak on their armed forces day. You think they don't know what time it is? You think they don't understand what's up? By the way, Melbourne, that the conversation we get in, and the last part of the conversation is Joseph Boakai and his government supported a man to bring disgrace to the House of Representatives, the People's House, to bring disgrace on all Liberians, because the House of Representatives represent all Liberians from all walks of life in the country, all tribes, all religion, all cultural beliefs and practices, all traditional people. Joseph Boakai supported openly the removal of a certain speaker. All his predecessors, the people that were before him, they did their own and they hid their hand. Joseph Boakai showed his hand inside that he was supporting it. That speaker is not recognized by even the Sierra Leone man that Joseph Boakai invited to speak on our Armed Forces Day was not even recognized by him. Neither was he recognized by the former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And you made Representative Kuhn passing around in the country and around the world with funny face. He just looking like a funny man now. Representative Kuhn that you made speaker is looking like a funny man. Not only that you're looking like a funny man, you have put in the budget almost 3 million on him. 3 million and a half. You put it on him. And you want to lead that discussion there and say you suspended people. Joseph Boakai, you're not ready yet. You're not ready. But maybe I'll turn it back to you that the thing that they wanted will be focusing over the next few days.
Wonderful, my brother. Thank you. So many things are ranging from the latest news about the suspension of the NAFA boss, Madam Emma Glasgow. That one of the latest news before coming on the show that she had been in fact suspended for some form of corruption and so forth, according to the executive mansion release. So again, like you just stated, my brother. So, Mark, quickly before we go, because I will go for the news while you, Mark, Mona, and Lawrence. Hold on. Well, Lawrence, I want you to give us a little update from Bon County before we go to Mark and other Mona.
Thank you, Mabel, for having me on the show this evening as usual. Actually this week we've been up and down, especially from my end. I want to say thank you guys for keeping Cassidy on the show as well. The country is quiet. The only thing people are discussing right here, right now, last evening, there was an information that sparked up on the social media alleging a PSG officer for allegedly shouting, killing a 17-year-old boy in the Banjo area. So that information had drew the attention of so many citizens in the part of Bon County. And Mabel, they got some of these guys who the PSG officers at nighttime, if you go to the entertainment center, you'll see them armed. That issue that sparked up yesterday, there are a lot of people saying different things about the whole government issues. After work, some of the guys will not go home to put the firearm down. It will be on there in the street passing around. So when I incident sparked yesterday, a lot of people are having mixed feeling about this government. Let me be frank with you. That issue has really made people to feel bad, especially the incident that occurred yesterday evening about the PSD officer allegedly shooting and killing that 17-year-old boy in the District 17 area in Montserrat. So far, that's the information people are already following up to present. The killing of that boy has not been knowing. So we're still waiting to see what will happen from there.
Quickly before I go to Muna, maybe Steve also want to, or maybe may likely ask you a question. But Lawrence, you are in Bon County, and some of the lawmakers or the son from Bon County, to be specific, James Collet, who led to the force moving into the former or the embattled speaker, Jeff Frantikova office on armed forces. What was some of the reactions from the people there in Bon County?
Mabel, power can make people drunk, especially to see some of our parents' brother misbehaving in that form of manner. It's a shame and disgrace to the people of Bon County. On a serious note, to see James Collet, apart from politics, your boss is your boss. You should learn how to respect people. The rule of law in the country is not really good. For James Collet, a typical parliament to behave the way he went, no, it's not fine, my brother. People are having, they got some people supporting the idea. They got another group of people supporting James Collet as well. There are some people who say, oh, Collet was not right to do the way he did. But other people are saying, oh, for them to go for leave. If he went as representing, when as speaker, saying the people voted for him and they say he want him, that he need to leave. I said, German, you don't say things like this. This country, according to us, this country is a country of law and order. So why the law can prevail? To see our own brother, James Collet from District 2, to just go down and go misbehave, my brother. I mean, they will rest about it 2029. The small money they eating, they just manage it, brother. Because I don't know, go back.
Okay, I think Mona is already off. Yeah, so Mark, Steve, I think you listen. But back home here in the nation capital, apart from the president traveling to Addis Ababa for the African summit African summit, they're going to be there from the 14th up to the 16th, and the president's already out. The Minister of State, Mr. Gillespie, is in charge of the governance in communication with the president, according to the press release. So again, these are some of the happening, but with the latest news about Madam Emma Glasgow being suspended by the president or the government of Liberia, that also spark off mixed reactions from the public. So far so good. These are happening back home in the nation capital. And apart from the legislature or the lower house today, they have their session at the executive pavilion. Usually they used to be at the Monrovia City Hall, but maybe due to some engagements coming from the City Hall, so they had to take a little step back, move to the executive pavilion. Today, we also witnessed or saw a lot of the lawmakers from the minority bloc having to be the rule of law caucus chair Honorable Musa Hassan Beniti also, who are also present and also attended that session on today. So, Honorable Yaka Koruba having his handles of 68 or 48 shoes for the president, saying that the president graduated on Armed Forces Day, so he needed a gift, so he had to carry a gift. So, apart from some of these things, not too much. These are some of the happening back home. And brother.
Well, maybe Monk will want to go. Monk, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I thought you guys were going for a news breakout before. I was just waiting on maybe on saying that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we will go. We will go and leave. Later on, after the news bulletin, we will join you people after the news.
Oh, but we thought we were getting the news bulletin thing. We thought we were going to get it.
Wow, then I'm here a little bit late, so I don't want to cut the show off because other people will be on. But anyway, let me see. But you program, hold on a little bit. Let me do some adjustment.
Yeah, let me be talking. Monk, what say you?
Well, nothing much. I'm gonna say the Emma Glasgow situation. That's what I've been monitoring. I think it just popped up for me. I love to get a story. Couple of days in Liberia because the reaction. We live in a 24-hour news cycle, so I don't like to hop on the bandwagon early because there are a lot of speculation as well, and they're saying that the president decision stemmed from the bowl of NAFA recommendation, but when you look beneath the hood, you will know that there are so many moving parts. Some people say, "Oh, she violated financial mismanagement, institutional governance that she keep this." Some people say she got an insulting leadership style. I don't know if those are some of the conditions. If she met those conditions for suspension, because I know when Joseph Boga telling you he's suspending you, matter of fact, she been in the crosshair before. He targeted that particular position before. So it would just be another fancy way of creating this illusion of a suspension, and then she will be on the time indefinitely, which is another way of firing her or getting rid of her. You know, there are certain lucrative positions. All positions in government are created equal, and the people who believe that it's their time to rule this country from the party standpoint, they are deserving of these positions in government. And as a result, to create jobs for them, you have to target people that were there before, especially when it comes to tenure position. We know Joseph Boga attempted to violate the tenure position laws, the rules and regulations governing tenure position. The Emma Glasgow was in the crosshair initially, so coming after her is nothing new. So people are saying, you know what, it's like you are targeting key opposition or folks that are in the government because we know how the game is. Another party comes to power, they need to get their people job. And for me, that's how I would call it, because all the excuses coming from the board, I don't want to buy into that. I knew that she was a target before. They attempted and they get a second attempt. The same thing that happened with how they call it the drug, the LDA. You just put them on suspension. We know Joseph Boga is not interested in any investigation. So when he places you on a suspension, just accept the fact that you are gone because you are not coming back in most instances, based on the record so far that we have seen. So I would say it's another political witch hunt for someone who was in the crosshair, and they won't stop until they get those positions. The same thing happened at the LTA. So this one is no exception. And for our lawmakers, it's the same old thing. This lawlessness, this optics of you not following principle. Because if you are having your session or if you are meeting at a different premise, why would you want to go and burglarize the speaker's office? You first of all, you knew that the provision, the condition for removing wasn't met. Okay, we understand. You are the plenary, you got the numbers, you are the one doing the Labrimpo business, but the whole optics of you forcing your way into his office space, I really don't understand it. And it wasn't called for, but unfortunately, that's the government we signed up for. We got a bunch of irresponsible people in the first branch of government, so you expect this thing to happen. Because at the end of the day, it's still the one thing that I know, no matter how they drag the case or the optics they create around this case, I know that the speaker is not coming back. That one I can 100% guarantee you. But the fact of the matter is up to the speaker whether he will resign or he will keep holding his position. But nothing is going to change. The majority of black would be the one to do business because they can call quorum, they can do the government business, and Fanatikova is not in that position to do that. So the only difference here is the way how they are going about proceeding. It just show immaturity, it show irresponsibility, and it just doesn't bode well for the country that we have two speakers in a single country at this particular point in time. Yep, for sure.
Yeah, but Monk, I think you're 100% on the money on as always on that particular assertion that why I said this is not a serious thing. This is part of the Joseph Yuma Boakai plans to get rid of certain people that they already plan to get rid of. It's strategically done. This is part of the way they want to use to get rid of certain people. And that's why it's a distractionary tactics. It's bad. And we're not going to, I don't want to point one person up, whether that the Emma, the whoever it is. I don't want to pick and choose. The entire thing is a trick and a game. So like you said, this is going to be used to weaponize Joseph Boakai's plan and to create more confusion and chaos. That's it. To bring people in. And that is it. But when Melbourne comes back, Melbourne will play the video. Joseph Boakai's speaker was ignored. Joseph Boakai's speaker was downplayed. Nobody take him seriously. They think he's a joke. I know Kong or whoever his name is. And yes, he's a joke. And what it did, I hear you're talking about James Cole or whatever. It has nothing to do, for me, it has nothing to do with Trab. For me, it has everything more to do with the human being as a person, they're using myself. The people who are giving him command to go and boss the play, why are you going to tell them in second? Send a rule and order, whatever they call themselves. Let all of them will be there, all the representatives will be there, let all of them show face there. He doesn't want to be the person to take that bait, but certain people want to show strength and authority or whatever, but it's bad for him. It's not a good look on him. But not only that, to tell you, let me say this, my people. Let me say this to y'all who listening on the radio and y'all who watching. Do you know how much disgrace Joseph Boakai and Unity Party now bring to Liberia? I don't want to listen. I know some people will make competition. Oh, they want to make comparison. Oh, Joe, we are there, did they want CDC, did I want? I could care less at this point. That's why we remove Joe Weir. That's why Joe Weir.
And Steve, that's the same. Most of the time when we go to the Atayi Center, some of the guys can be saying, the CDC government impeached cabinet Janet. So why is it they're crying around here? They know rule of law and now they talk about funny story, man, can be bringing it up. So we have to now be looking at it. So it happened yesterday.
If CDC impeached cabinet Janet, which they did, which Akara's Gray and the symptom of Allah brought disgrace to our country during a CDC regime, which was wrong then, it is wrong today. They brought disgrace to our country. Must the United Party and Joseph Yuma Boakai do the same thing or worse? I mean, how does it work? I don't know what kind of people. I don't know what kind of people these people are. I don't know where they come from. I don't understand what kind of mindset they have. How can you say somebody did the thing what the person did was wrong? We put you there to correct the thing that the people did that was wrong. Then you do worse than the people did. I mean, so then who do we consider you to be now? And nobody should talk about it. I should pass around some kind of fake information that Joseph Boakai suspended the person suspended. Does that make sense? Okay, let me put it in a common way from my own my papa no yeah. If your husband or the man in the house, you get 5 children. The man in the house tell you say when I give full money for the children, he give full money Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and your neighbor right to the house there, they finish cooking. And the neighbor call your son to come eat, and your son go there and can eat and come out to the house. Everybody in the house now eat. I mean the house not hungry. What I'm trying to say in essence is this. You really think if Joseph Boakai suspend 400 150 government employees at different levels of the government, occupying different positions with different tasks and responsibilities. 450 plus. You really think you have a government? Go think about it. The governments will be working. The governments will be working. You ain't ready yet. And I'm supposed to sit down and say, oh yeah, he suspended the people. Okay. All we sing, we can think the sing. We can think outside the box. We are confined or we just programmed to think that the way you can think. We should just agree with the way you agree with it. Because you're passing around with how we agree mentality. Like you're passing around with yes.
The funny thing about Joseph Boaga move, if Joseph Boaga own rescue team members are saying that it's about time for them to double up their effort because they never performed in the first year, and you think that they're supposed to increase their output or the efficiency. If Joseph Boaga believes that you can get rid of 450 plus individuals, then maybe he's telling us that they are not needed in the government. Maybe he need to shrink the size of the government and save the labyrinth tax bill some money, because I don't know for a president who will want to put pedal to the metal to say he want to give up result. He want to double his effort because he performed abysmally in the first year. Then you come back and fire 400 and some more individual. Then in another sense, maybe you're saying that they are not needed in government, because the only sense I can make of it. And I don't know, like you said, it almost like the president, he said, triggering a constitutional crisis, because I don't know how you can put those people, whether it's suspension, whether it's about firing, how you can get rid of that amount and still be able to efficiently run the government. I really don't know. So I'm confused. And I believe exactly what you said. We said in the show yesterday, it's nothing but distraction. They're planning something big again, and that's just how they can bamboozle people. Because if it's about governance, then no, you cannot make the argument that you can get rid of that much people and still be able to run the government effectively, especially in critical institutions. Look what happened right now with the LEC. They got the LEC, he's there temporarily. He's already acting. Then are you firing the acting too? So what are you going to do next? Man, we in there, you know. We stand up for this. Like Cummins said yesterday, he said the Labrimpo voted for experience, and they're experiencing the experience. And that's just why it is. You are experiencing the experience. That's what happened now in Liberia.
I mean, that's exactly what the case is at this point. I don't know what else we can say, but that's just what the case is. Muna, what say you on the president's suspension? Because the president apparently suspended some people.
For me, I'm not going to bow down to the whole president suspending people, because that's scam. That really, really scam. What else is suspending somebody when you're talking about people should declare assets? Because for me, I know that before even entering office, you should declare asset before entering. And you never did it. You enter in office, it take like 2-3 weeks before you declare assets. And you got your people, you've been buying time for them, buying time with people, and then now you say you suspended them. It made no sense. Where is Liberia going? Where is the country going? Or they put a judge together, we will fools in the country. You can say I will suspend everybody because they feel declare assets. Look, President Boaga, I don't know where you are taking this country, but enough is enough. Because total scam, they hold something. I mean, it's like that some the partisans, maybe they are crying for job and things because they supported him, they put up for him the one job. So I know you have to move the people say he's doing the right thing to put up in power. Look, this country is not elephant meat. This country won't ready to be done. They put in power because you have all the experience according to you, all the experience in what you have it. But we are not saying nothing. The country is not going back on a daily basis. We are going backward. We don't even know our way out right now. We are going backward on a daily basis. That means to declare asset. When you say you feel to do that before entering office, you enter office before you 2-3 declare assets. Then now you think that Liberian people will say yeah, because those that are putting up as the president do the right thing, they are deceiving the president. They put us saying hallelujah to him, hallelujah. That didn't want to fool. They are fooling the president. But one thing, when you are speaking to the reality, they will say you insulting They won't get insult President Bouaka. That those that fully they insulting him. But when we speak in reality, they say what is going on? Look at the country. Everything did a different thing. Everything a different thing. Look, during the Forces Day, look what happened. That pick up. They put a man that ever pick up. I don't know. He can't load up. Going ready. What is going on?
Yeah, the one they made a man to Lola.
Yes. Then the car bar. In a ever pick up. Then they don't pick up. They say we going for a wedding reception. What is happening in this country?
No, me, I was praying for the pickup for that pickup to not break down because I pick up Lola a hello old pickup.
Yes.
I was just praying.
They just pray and pick up.
We gotta live on the baby, and we don't want that. So I mean,
they posted it right when and speaking the AC society was going ever. Hey, look, we're making fun here. The country is not fun country. That's some of them working on you're going to disgrace the country every day. Every day we good at setting record in this country. We set record. That's why we good at setting record. Ain't happy. We set a number of record. Like impeccable passing around. Do I really look? We're not stop talking, but we'll keep speaking in AOC society. Those brain issues we'll keep talking about them. That go know that it will get better one day. To you.
Thank you, Muna. Yeah,
I learned something. I mean, go ahead. I didn't know. I thought you were still.
No, go ahead, please. Go ahead, please go ahead.
When you look at the Labrin situation, right, and you can see the reason as to why those guys are doing everything possible to make Liberia a two-party state between CDC and Unity Party, because it means everything that is done in a wrong faction, it can be justified because the other person did it. So they believe that if you can limit Liberia to CDC and Unity Party, because it's almost like I gave you a test and there is no answer sheet or there is no key to grade the paper. The two candidates, they are some of the worst you will ever find in other administration. So when you limit the country to CDC and Unity Party, all the wrong things will be justifiable because now they are looking at if it happened before rather than doing it right. If you talk about corruption, they say, oh, but George, we have removed cabinet general, so it's justifiable for Joseph Boakai to do the same. When you bring some kind of stuff about Joseph Boakai health, about how they call it, putting him in the back of a pickup, they will go on the internet, look for pictures from the Pope mobile. They saw something with the Pope. They will bring something from China without even understanding those instances as compared to Liberia. And the same thing was happening during the previous administration. Every bad thing that is done or all the wrong things that were done in that country, people will find a way to justify it because what? The comparison factor is between two of the worst. So as a result, you don't have an outlet. It's either CDC and Unity Party. Anything CDC can do, Unity Party can do it worse, or anything CDC can do better. I mean, anything that Unity Party can do worse, CDC can do better. So it's like you are comparing two rotten fruits, and at the end of the day, you will not get a better fruit. So they are doing almost everything every single day to make this country like a two-party state. And there's the reason why they are doing it, because anytime you go off the strip, it would be justifiable, whether it's killing, whether it's no investigation, whether it's corruption, whether it's suspending people and targeting your political opponent because you want to create job opportunity for your partisan. It's the same old thing. So we are just on a hamster. We are not going anywhere. That's just why it is.
So maybe there are two videos. The three videos I sent you. The first one, can you please play the one with the Ahmed?
Just quickly, what I'm doing, maybe what I'm setting up these two videos that you sent me. Let me just add to Mark.
I said no. I said three. Maybe it was please. I beg you. It was three.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm checking it now to find out which one.
The first one with the army chief. Please let's play that one first because Joseph Boakai, they want to run away from this conversation about what Joseph Boakai said about the people Liberians coming, but we want to show you what leaders are expected to do in terms of crisis. That's when leadership is demonstrated.
All right, quickly. So, like I was saying, I just wanted to just chip in what Mom was saying about the two-party system. And Mark, let me be frank, our team, we have to take one of our time on the show and talk about these things because when you talk, they brand you as CDC, and these are kind of things that I think is not right for our country because you have so many political parties. But by the time you come and they call you, Oh, the other group of people, and that's not right. So I don't want to chip in on that quickly, but let me see. I think this is the video. Steve. All right. All right, Steve. I think this is the video. So let me see. Is it the video, right?
Yeah, that the Guinean current president.
All right. So let me play the video quickly.
Remember that is big now because the program even see it. Please. It's too tiny on a well.
Yeah, because the reason is just simple because from where you got a video from, yes, so it's the place that you have the video. So when you go there, and then when they go to direct you. But again, you have another video.
Okay.
Yeah, so
no, we're not running with other two. But I think what I want first. Monk, what say you, and to all of you guys, let's react to this video. We see our president, people deported. The president takes upon his time, goes there to welcome the people back, embraces his citizens, and so forth. But a week ago, our own president was, when you say it, they say you disrespect the president or whatever, he was making joke, making fun. Basically showing a don't care attitude with no plan for the people that will be deported or whatever it is, families that will be affected, nothing like that. And the president was openly making jokes. Openly. They're not even that. That's we're talking it behind the horse, and somebody recording him and play openly on video camera making jokes. In a public setting. What say you, Monk? What say you when you see these kind of interaction from other leaders around the world?
It's because of that. It's because of that video and the reality on ground when it comes to immigration. For me, I tell folks when I came to this country, it took me a while to figure out how things work here. It's all about investing your time to know exactly how these people's system work. Because anyway, in the world, on any major policy issue, your first assignment is to know how things work. That's why a guy like me, I hate the issue of illegal immigration because I know illegal immigration poses a risk to legal immigration, and people don't know that. Every time an illegal immigrant enters America, it only prevents one legal immigrant that plays by the rule to get denied coming into this country. Because America, when it comes to immigration, they get a target they can accept every year. Last year, America took in 2.6 million immigrants from all over the world, distributed evenly based on the conditions set by the American government. The one thing they will fool you, say, oh, the presidents in America only deport criminals. That's a lie. They prioritize deporting criminals first when it comes to deportation. So people that are already in prison, people that already violated the law, those are the people that will be targeted first. But it doesn't mean that anyone that or everyone that is deported committed a crime. They got people who came to this country, they play by the rules, they bought their plane ticket, they went to a U.S. consulate, they sat for interview, they took pictures, they conducted background check, they did medical check. That's exactly what happened. And they will also be victim of this process. So for people who come here who want to play the hard game rather than the brain game that believe that, oh, you sympathetic. No, for me, I hate illegal immigration because I know what it takes to come from a third world country to come to this country. There is no way you can come here illegally. So people who want to abuse the system, no, you cannot be my friend. I traveled around, I saw people that were victims of war that had nothing to go back to. But immigration denied them. Some of them committed suicide. That I'm a testament to. So I can never in my lifetime support illegal immigration. But there was one thing the political leader of the ANC said yesterday. They said, rather than questioning or making mockery of people, are you prepared to receive them? Because it will be making some logistics available for the transition coming back to the country, like what you saw from the president of Guinea. That's leadership. Nobody will tell you about leaders. You see in America how people are negotiating exchanging hostages to bring the citizen back through espionage. Maybe do you know that every major country in this world, right, they play something a smart game, like America or Russia and China, right? Espionage. When you get a person in another person's country, you can create a fake crime and pull it on their citizen and arrest them because you know at the end of the day, the president will come and negotiate for their release. Then you will use those people as a bargaining chip to free people who you thought committed crime for your country. That's what you've been seeing between America, China, and the Gaza Strip with Hamas. These are all political games. You have to read the game and understand it. So for a president who wants to make more of the people that are going back home, it just tells you a lot about Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai does not even understand the strength of the diaspora when it comes to the overall economy. You were here yesterday when we gave you a start on the show that Mexico, the Mexicans sent last year $64.8 billion. And the reason the Mexico peso, their currency is even performing better than a year before because the Mexican to get a Liberian increased the amount that they sent back home by 16% from 2023 to 2024. The Mexican did 25% better than us. So for that reason, that domestic currency is doing better now in terms of strength as opposed to the previous year. But Joseph Boakai doesn't understand this thing. He got that us versus them mentality. Joseph Boakai I keep saying it, he holds this level of some kind of a hatred for people overseas and people that he believed got some American Liberian background. And he never hated it. He said it openly during the campaign. His own favorite nephew confirmed it. The late Consular Bronsky confirmed it. So it's nothing new for me. It's new to the people who choose the Boakai bandwagon. But for me, this is nothing new. I expected it. I have no expectation for Joseph Boakai presidency. I said in the show way before the election, and I'm not going to change it now. That's the difference.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know what you guys think. Before we go play the last two videos and then we'll go to the line. What you guys think about the video that you saw?
Well, before my team of panelists come on, let me just say this to you and out of our listeners and our viewers that indeed, maybe like I've said in our previous show that sometimes these things come about like gossips. Sometimes people do these gossips behind the scene, but then to come to reality and say these things, I think that was error. I think on the part of the president, and I think the president cycle, I think they are a bit embarrassed. And if they are not, or maybe they may be planning that they're going to work on in making sure that maybe they reconcile with the diaspora Liberian. Because if this thing don't work out, mind you, even if the president leaves tomorrow, like I was somewhere today, Steve, I said to someone, I said, it's about the unity party. Here in Liberia, all we do is that when we come into places or institutions, we destroy the institutions, even beyond control, where after us, what's going to happen next, we don't even care. So it's all about the unity party. And mind you, if unity parties or partisans or supporters or well-wishers sit there and allow the president to destroy the party or maybe to damage the party, well, it's up to them because maybe that's what they want or maybe that's what they choose. But for me, after President Joseph Boakai, the party will still live, the party will still be here, and the party will still exist. So the president will do everything he is on him only possible to also protect, when you see this, you see this. No, but Steve, with all of the happening, let all of us people, let me real. You will notice that the CDC is still tight. Even when a former president we have leave from power or maybe leave from over CDC is still tight. So if you have an organization, you should be able to protect the image of that organization. Even if you are no more part of that organization, let the organization be able to receive a lot of good people or to receive people.
My man, Milbo, I know you're saying your own, but you're going circle. Are you saying President Boakai should apologize and retrieve that statement or not? Because I won't be discussing here. Well,
yes.
That's one of that important, bro. The poor like they keep the party, they don't want to keep it together in the business. Who cares? Criminal party, then they keep it in together. What good they do for the people? You've had both the CDC and the United Party for almost going on 24 years now. They have done nothing. They have done nothing to improve the lives of our people. Nothing. And I stand to be corrected. The electricity Benin we're talking about. I don't know who time the whole electricity Benin start. Now they
party. 12 years.
CDC King, what do they do? After 6 years, they exactly better the situation. United Party take away, the electricity Benin crash in the hand. So these two parties, I would say, quite honestly speaking, they are useless in terms of leadership.
Yeah, they are useless institutions that are the biggest drag on the Liberian people progress.
They are useless. If you talk about liability, these parties have been liabilities. Let me say this. Both the CDC and the United Party are useless. Say what you want to say, get there, I mean, that's fine. Say your own. But the truth about it is these two parties have not demonstrated any usefulness, but they have exploited the Liberian people. They have not moved this country forward. I will even take it forward to some of you guys who are talking about indigenous Congo and they want to one. Guess what? Your country people, our country people,
you are worse off.
They are corrupt. They are worse corrupt and very bad and mean to their own country people. They have kept their own people in abject poverty for years. You want to put it to bed? Put it to bed and see. And you say, country woman born soya. And what you say? When they soya then king, what do? They were not corrupt.
They were corrupt. They killed more than even the Congo people.
Yes. Don was very corrupt. Prince Johnson said he can't do for the Liberian poor money, Benin or whatever. And the question I asked though, when Prince Johnson begins senator, what has he done for the poor Nima? What has he done? But may I leave that story back. Let's play our other video, then I'll get to the issue. We're not here for all that. We're not here to promote no funny group of people who will say as it is. If I go vote for them again, but in consensus more, you are go vote for them again. Now your children are suffering. Now you're suffering. Now you will suffer. I will keep saying it. I will not add it from you. And Jesus not saving you from that. Muhammad not saving you from that until you can make up your mind to do what is right to elect people. I get them partner around, and you need to go be vice president, you need to go be senator or representative so that you can honor. What is there in the Liberian politics to understand? Corruption and criminality? You ain't ready yet. All your senators and where been getting what they know how to do. And Joseph Baka Senate pro tem, they passed all the 66 bogus due, and I hear they won't brought it to the Senate because you were pushing early agenda. You think was stupid. I'm gonna play another video. Play Joseph Baka funny representative. Play Joseph Boaka funny where the speaker that he brought on us and brought shame to the Liberian people. Play let me play. You see how they get your quote unquote speaker funny fake. And you say you're being funny thing. See how many people will walk away from him and passing around looking funny in the town. You know what I mean? Play cool. You can be saying that Jedi Watchman waiting for people to kind of shake their hand to identify with him. Nobody will identify with you. That ain't right there. No serious minded people, but people will identify with you. That Joseph Bagani will identify with you now. Play our video.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to set up. So let me.
I hope that majority plan getting something in the video.
No, I get a video. Don't worry.
We're going committee room.
No, don't worry. The video is here already. Set up.
Look at you know what video is yep. Looking on the side. Our video, man. They recognize thing like where you think when you call the everyone here, put where on Sabu here, it be shining at me, people recognize you. You're not ready yet. Go, call your head, that kind of way you want to call it. Nobody will recognize you. Put where on Sabu here, nobody will recognize you. We're not worried about you. Like Joseph Boaka will recognize you because Joseph Boaka can able
Your Excellency, Joseph Nyuma Boakai, President of the Republic of Liberia, my dear brother, the Honorable Vice President Jeremiah Kpankun, Madam First Lady, ambassadors, members of the diplomatic community, honorable ministers of government, chief of defense staff, and senior officers of the armed forces of Liberia, the chief of defense staff of the Republic of Sierra Leone, who is here to accompany me, distinguished guests, good morning. It is indeed an honor and Your Excellency.
You are here in there. Thank you, Mabel. Monk. And you are sitting right there. What did I call him?
Well, because you know, if Richard Kuhn is a smart guy, he already know how he came to that position from an operational standpoint. We said it on the show. Richard Kuhn or Fanatikova was not removed constitutionally, but they stripped him of power. So if I were Richard Kuhn, I wouldn't want to be sitting at the front. I was sitting in the back because at the end of the day, I know that no foreign dignitary will recognize me because the way I took that office. But I know when we go to work, I don't want to run the show. So a smart man, I won't even want to sit on that stage. I will go to the back, or I will not even attend. Fanatikova can attend these public events. But at the end of the day, that's what we're saying. The constitution versus the operation, they are two different things. We know that you got a quorum and you are the head for the majority group. You will be considered speaker. You don't want to run the day-to-day activity. But when it comes to recognition, when it comes to protocol, no, I won't be seen in those kind of a gathering because no foreign leader or no foreign minister will come to Liberia and recognize that the speaker for the mere fact that he never took the speakership from the guy who was removed constitutionally. That's just why it is. So he keep embarrassing himself. He wants recognition that he won't get. And I don't know why he keep putting himself in that position. Like this, that's why I just said, concerning evading or kind of ransacking the speaker office, why would you want to do that? Okay, you are expecting the man to resign. Even if he feels to resign, you're already meeting, you having session in a whole different premise, at a whole different location. Why would you want to go and vandalize the speaker's office, even if he's dragging your feet, or even if he want to play defiance role? Why would you want to do that? My man, Steve is so sad.
We'll play the other video. Before we start, we'll play the other video. They stay. Oh, God. Play the other video. Thank you. Oh, thank you. So,
this is Liberia.
Former President Rachel Kuhn.
Wow.
Wait. I don't speak on them. I don't speak on.
Yes, you want me to chip in on that? But quickly, so Steve and Monk, I think, look, we're not doing well for our country. And let me be frank. You know, most of the time when the media come on, they shift the blames, especially the quote-unquote rescue supporters, or, the party followers, or I don't know, I can call them. They always want to shift the blames. They don't like the government. But see the kind of shame and embarrassment where a president coming from another nation refused to recognize the speaker. Okay, we say, okay, yes, maybe there were oversight. Then the former president, we can call her, the politicians, they had a name of calling her. But the Maradona good. So the Maradona passed by you. And in fact, you were even smiling, thinking that the man not going to shake his hand, only to see that the manager took her level, the credit, and walking. It is shame and embarrassment. Even if I'm Honorable Richard Nambekon right now, the best thing to do, Chief, even though don't think about a 5 million in your budget, resign. So much shame better than big shame. Because what's going on right now, Steve and Monk and our people, it is indeed embarrassing. Why are you forcing yourself on people when they don't want you?
Thank you,
So
Let's hear from Muna. Muna, so your speaker.
And the majority blood speaker. In this country, the one said, another president from different country. Was it oversight? Okay. Now, the former president,
Muna, quickly to add up, just to add something to what you're saying. I see the premise, I see where you are going. That added piece there. Richard Kun is a Unity Party partisan. Ellen Johnson said he knows him very well.
Oh, yes, very well. Yes, very well. You know, when she was coming to a little cool walk and thing, he was so happy and laughing, like coming to straight to Hawking. But he's so happy there. She get lesser. And they're laughing. It took disgrace because when the right thing is not done, when the right procedure is not taken, that's what can happen. That's what can happen. Disgrace. When the right thing is not done, when the right procedure is lacking, there comes disgrace. Look at this.
And she was right on his side. She was right on his side. It's not like somebody between them. She was right on his side.
Yeah. Look at
right
this.
in front of him. Okay.
So now laughing. It's
Lauren,
disgraceful.
Lauren, what say you before we go to the line? Lauren, what say you?
Go ahead, Lauren.
Funny fake as our speaker. Man, you know, see, not go to the line. Let's looking shameful. We started watching the
If you want to give your time, Lauren.
Yeah. Funny fake agent, man.
Let me say the before we go to the line. I know this will sound.
Yeah, I'm not feeling like if I is my father because it's just so embarrassing. Go ahead, my brother.
Let me say the before we go to the line quickly. Joseph Boakai disgrace Fonati Kofa, and it's free for Fonati Kofa because Fonati Kofa will warn him. We want Fonati Kofa not to get involved with Joseph Boakai. And Joseph Boakai is ungrateful. Joseph Boakai plays funny games. And Joseph Boakai is not serious to do what is right, even at his age. Rachel Kun jumped in the middle of all of this and agreed to connive with Joseph Boakai. Rachel Kun disgrace will be bigger than Fonati Kofa disgrace. I want you to remember today. And I blame Joseph Boakai for the disgrace that Rachel Kun got. Because if the president and the executive was doing this, then they're supposed to review the speech given by the president of Sierra Leone to make sure Rachel Kun was inserted in there to be recognized. And if Joseph Boakai did not do it, didn't do it, guess what? Rachel Kun, Joseph Boakai will disgrace you. And we'll come on the show with Romario. And we hear. Joseph Boakai will not only disgrace you, Joseph Boakai will strip you of everything as a man. Go out from the think over. And when I think about can be talking to her, talking secret. And we used to tell you not listen to her. And when he talking, we talking like talking secret. We told him. And we're running behind Boakai, the king of America, and we're talking funny thing. The Boakai thing and carrying to go see Pope. Boakai that Cali man, we get to go see Pope. You're not ready yet. You're not ready in our country. They got to the line.
The Marantali point. Anyway, we'll go to the line. We'll talk about that after the people call.
Yeah. And Mostly just said something about the Unity Party. I think, Steve, that's very, very interesting. Thank you for also even adding that up to the conversation. Unity Party, Stena Barrow, or former political leader, passing by another Unity Party partisan. What kind of country is it? So let's call a good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Melbourne. Let me say good evening to your panelists.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is David King.
1 minute, please. No time already.
Let me stick to the time. Let me say this. If Monk and Steve will feel that they can compare the CDC with the Unity Party, well, we are not the same. We are not of the same kind. The CDC is far ahead of the Unity Party. During our 6th year of governance, we took electricity from 32,000 households to 225,000 households to be connected in this country. We met the CLSG, we met $9 million of credit that the CC paid that debt because government is controlling it. We did not complain. All right? And we made sure electricity was expanded. For the first time, the people of Dorota in Abel got electricity on the CDC. the people of Marshall got electricity for the first time in our history on CDC. The people of Jetman Bombing got electricity for the first time on CDC. So there was no LAPO planted, but we played a little LAPO and Rondo wire. So for somebody to think that we are we are competitive, no, we are not competitive.
All right, thank you so much. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, good evening, good evening to Steve, Lauren, my own brother and friend from Beaumont. Yeah, the issue is very very much declared. Something that is not there. God, not God of mistakes.
Hello? Well, I don't know from which location you are situated, but we are not getting you. To this caller, good evening. Yes, my dear, go ahead, good evening, your name and from where did you join us?
Thank you. I'm Lawrence Spencer and I'm in Johnsonville, precisely at the Megan Tower in the Ledger Forum here.
Great.
You know, I may commend you, Steve and Mom, for the show. Myself, I was very ashamed when I saw Julius Mother Bill coming to say I can't speak on our armed forces day. No, maybe I just visited Freetown a week ago. And that man is a speaking dictator. Sometimes when we are inviting leaders, there should be some more example, okay? When you go to Sierra Leone, when you myself respect ourselves there on the radio, I mean, nobody there, does that in Sierra Leone. Nobody get involved with politics. Somebody that invite that kind of man who has become a Google man in one country to cast everyone or say last military, men and women harm to say in speaking. It was a shame. But again, they also speak to the speculation that bother the Sierra Leone because since they meant to go on, you see, even when you live on the border, you see split of Sierra Leone people coming to Liberia, their tradition is only increase. So,
well, to this caller, good evening. Hello?
Yeah, hello, Mabel.
Yeah, my dear, go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much for your show. Mabel, once again, this is our David Samuel. I joined a discussion for Omega Market and legacy of former president here. Mabel, you see this paper talking about Bakai Mabel. Let me tell you something today. That paper, anybody who seeks friendship with that paper can disgrace that person. You can break that person down. You in the country, Mabel, you saw what that paper did. Prince Joseph. Prince Joseph seeks friendship with Joseph Bakai. Of course. But Joseph Bakai brought Prince Joseph down today, you know the history. You see what you are doing for the seek friendship with that paper. Today, he has disgraced the man. You see what is happening? So, you got to be careful with that kind of man. People that are seeking friendship with that man, today, tomorrow, you will disgrace them. You will bring them to their knees. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for joining our show here this evening. Keep your calls coming 0770-203-125. For those of you calling me on the WhatsApp number, is that easy? We're also using this number also for the local calls here back home. So keep your calls coming to 0770-203-125. Someone said maybe text me the number, but that's the number there, 0770-2031-25. That's the number. Just call in. Most definitely, we're going to put you on the SKTV show this evening. To this caller, good evening.
Yeah, let me see. Maybe I'll thank you for having the line once again. I go by the name T. I want to begin. Yeah, so maybe firstly, I want to respond to Jeremy Pia for responding to Alexander comment. You see, this government, if they see going after people because of their political statement, would make Mr. Power to succeed. I will tell you the lie. Mr. Cummings is not a government equal. If Jeremy Pia feel that he can go after Mr. Cummings because of his statement, I can assure Jeremy Pia along with Mr. Boyka that very soon the massive and the revolutionary of Alexander Cummings will facing him very soon to join Mr. Cummings not equal and she stay away from Mr. Cummings. The press Cummings was very excellent to our Liberian people. After Alexander Cummings talk about the accident declaration, Mr. Boyka started to suspect government officials because they know our revolution spirit is with Mr. Cummings. So, any attempt for this government to respond to Mr. Cummings again, I can assure them, we'll come our revolution fighting and we'll make sure bring that thing right on the line once again.
All right. Thank you so much to this caller. Good evening.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. So, this is the word, Sherry. From me, I'm Sherry. I tell you what this is everything respectively.
I mean, recognize my brothers, the diaspora. Thank so much for the topic on the discussion. You see, I read the say the consensus of the sincerity.
Okay.
All right, so I must appreciate our brothers from one country who, for way then I had to recognize the issues of the sincerity here. We are putting ourselves together. Like, lawlessness is getting too much. All right, so we'll get the back with something. If you look at the whole program, the long time on Tuesday, my brother, it was so hard to disgrace. For each time we established for program in this country, this government try to bring disgrace to our constitution. So we are just trying our best. We ask for this disgrace is too much. That will just bear it or that it can finish. So we can do some changes so our country can move ahead because the things that are happening right now, we are not going nowhere, maybe. We're not going nowhere. Can you imagine somebody coming from everywhere, coming to address the army? That's number one violation there. The person has to address the army. What? So, Mr. Boga will be able to address the army? That's the responsibility. That's apart from that. Our guest is going to address the army. They don't recognize the speaker. That's a message to you, my brother. That's a message to you that you are not the speaker of this country. You have to go back in your process and read. Because just won't see you more than because you want a mission to be accomplished. They just think as a woman and you are too old for people to be using you. You're trying to put yourself together, go in your process and read and come back and try to return because you have to speak up.
Is it?
I'm asking if we got more caller.
Yeah, so we don't want to take one or two more, then we'll cross over.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, go ahead, quickly.
Yes, I'm Anthony Sharp, calling from district number 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to commend you guys, especially our brothers in the diaspora, for speaking in the truth to power. But it's also a disgraceful thing for our nation. Since the government came to power, they have been setting very wrong precedent to have two speakers and just appointing another president to come to address your people when you have a sitting president in your country. It's so disgraceful and so shameful. But we told the people that this government and this woman that were bringing to power really helped the Liberian people because he never had anything around the world. He never even had any work experience. He's not finished. So that's the problem. But for my speaker, for Richard Kuhn, he deserves that disgrace. And that we, the district, my Liberian people, he abandoned us. You never get time to see after us at the end of the day. He forced himself to become speaker, and that is completely out of bounds. So he looked for his own disgrace. And there are a lot of disgrace that come upon him. If I were him, I would have resigned.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable Richard Nambekun. I think you are listening to your people. But Steve, Mark, and the rest of the team, we're back after taking a few calls from our people back home for them to have their own say on our discussion.
Mo, what say you?
Well, you know, the people who talking about Richard Kuhn should resign because it's a disgrace. I just hope you understand the game that is being played. And I think most people are misinterpreting the optics from Madame Sally. Don't forget, Madame Sally was the one that wrote the playbook as to how to remove a speaker. But she understands protocol. So by her kind of passing by Richard Kuhn, it doesn't mean that she against the whole Richard Kuhn thing because that's where they took the playbook from Madame Sally. Matter of fact, it happened on two speakers under her. She was the one that came with the design and the particular engineering tactic in removing speakers anyway. The only difference here is the speaker at the present moment, he's not willing to resign like the two previous speakers did. So people shouldn't misinterpret that. One thing I'm saying is Richard Kuhn knowing how the game is played and the optics, I won't attend any major function because from the protocol standpoint, it was the same reason the Supreme Court decided not to attend the State of the Nation address because they believe that attending it would send some kind of a signal in a setting on the show. That was the only reason they refused not to attend. They were not taking side because for some people, because either way, if they had attended, people say, oh, they're supporting the illegitimate speakers, and they say, you know what, to stay out of the politics, we'll just sit on the sideline. But it was not even a protest either. It's the same thing you see being exhibited by Madame Salif, because you cannot tell me, say, she hit the removal of a speaker when two speakers became victims on her presidency. Matter of fact, she was the chief engineer. So Joseph Boaga is only copying what he learned under Madame Salif. So when you see her passing by Rachel Kuhn, it's because of the optics and the protocol for Madame Salif. She believes in the appeasing the international community, international recognition. She a Nobel Peace Prize winner. She the darling of the West. So she would do anything and everything. That's why I said, from an operational standpoint, Rachel Kuhn would do his job. When it comes to the protocol, and when you got foreign dignitaries in the country, I won't be attending those functions for the fact that Fanatic Kofa wasn't removed by virtue of the Constitution. That's just what you see happening over there. Nothing more than that.
Thank you, Monk. So let me say something for those of you who are saying that, and tomorrow we'll probably get into it because of time. Emma Glasgow was suspended. Some people are misinterpreting it. You know what they did? They put all the suspension in together to confuse everybody. Now what they did to confuse you, and I told you we're not going to give into it. They have decided to find a reason to get rid of her, and she will go this time around. She will go. Let me tell you something. Let me say this on the show before we leave. Joseph Boakai does not have it in him to do what is right. Joseph Boakai will never do what is right because that's not who he is. Let me say it again. Joseph Boakai will never do what is right because that's not who he is as a human being. Let me tell you something. You got to have good in you to do good. People who are by nature bad, people who are by nature criminally minded, people who are by nature that can exploit and abuse people, they can't change. Even if you put them in a position where they have the opportunity to do what is right, they will not do what is right because it's not in them to do what is right. Joseph Boakai does not have that in him to do what is right. The same way how Joseph Boakai does not have leadership skill in him, even though he's very opportune to learn, to gather leadership skill, to improve himself, to do better. He can't do it because that's not who he is. That is not who he is. Making him president will not change it. It will just expose him. It will just make for you to know who he is. It will just expose him badly. And that's exactly what he is doing. We told you before the election, we'll continue to remind you, whether you want to say we verse and we support the person and we angry and we rule, that is your view. The issue here is Joseph is incompetent, he is inept, and he has enabled corruption at a larger scale. Let me tell you this. Maybe people can be afraid. You can count this show there. I see people being afraid to count the show and call Joseph Boakai corrupt. Joseph Boakai is corrupt. He is corrupt. He is a corrupt man. Then what you want to say if you say don't talk to him like that, and the man can burn you? I don't care about that. That's not important. That's not important. What's important is the truth. And the truth here is Joseph Boakai does not have it in him to do what is right. Go check his history. Everywhere he has gone, he has led. He always involved with some kind of shenanigans, some kind of corrupt behavior, some kind of, things that will undermine people and do what is wrong. He always uses that to exploit people. That's how he's been operating throughout his life. You want to say that lie? Why don't recall him and fire him as agricultural minister? He was not effective. He was not efficient. He was inept. Like I said, I don't want to talk. I don't want to, because it will be like re-litigating. But at the end of the day, friends.
Well, in passing quickly, let me just react to some of our callers and say thanks to them, even though a lot of them texting back to back. Some of you who are texting and insulting, I will tell you for free that it is all right. That's one of the best things to do. But again, Steve, it is because I was talking today, according to information, that the president today didn't ride or fly a quote-unquote business class or so on. Today, he had to move on with the normal plane, get on the normal plane to go. So this is what we're doing here. We're not doing this in for some of you who love mosquitoes. Some of you who feel that maybe the word of life for you to live in darkness is just about you, so that you can sleep in darkness. No, we're doing this thing for our children. We're doing this thing for better Liberia. So come here, we're not coming here to no. Or as some of you will say, or some of you will say, until it says he can finish and tell Liberian people problem over.
Okay.
So that's it. Thanks to all of you and good night. So we'll come here.
quickly for 1 minute for
Yeah, thanks to the callers that spoke their mind. Let me say many thanks to all of you for always being there. Our listeners, callers, supporters, where we just support us. Many thanks to all of you for being there. Until then tomorrow, to have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye-bye. I'm out. Bye-bye, Steve, Monk, Mabon. Good night.
Thank you. Tomorrow, folks.
Happy Valentine.
Tomorrow is the show. We'll talk about the rule of law. The move. Chairman Musa Bilete had a conference today that apparently is alleged that they come to resolve that they will no longer sit on what's going to happen next. We want to talk about all of those things. But tomorrow, folks, let's have a good day. Have a good night. Those of you who want to celebrate Valentine, give us a hard time on your business. We don't care. For me, I don't care. I'm not.
Life is my choice and what you believe, right? That philosophy.
To that, I'm not part of it, so I would care less. It will be a regular, normal day. We'll go by our business in our lives. I know me among on our level. We're good. Melbourne, thank you so much. Thanks to the team. Thanks to the producers back there. True FM, thank you so much. Folks, let's have a good night. This is how we turn down the curtains here. Ciao, ciao. And night to all of you. Give me a second. We'll see you tomorrow by the grace of God. Good night.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We touch it for podcast and connecting people and culture from here and up out of the club. Calling out people who willing to sell. Blessing that time and the effort are rest. The project is giving us here and the promise of them. The welcome and life we have here. There are things we can do.